Just few moments ago, one of the finance minister, Dr. Kesel Atoforsen, ARD, the budget, the 2026 budget of the NDC. What is budget? Budget basically, say abino esuapo, anana ni susuya wo, any sika wachase or the beba say susuya no abem. That's basically what the budget is. What the government envisages to do in 2026 and the appropriations they are giving to that vision that they want to achieve in 2026. A full breakdown. And I'm a video and you may say that about a member at the betting. Na mayama or china meko lava ko cabro for debi. Timbasami breaking it down mamo. And san or china. There's a lot of pointers. Dr. Kesel Atoforsen Diaba. What should you expect? How will the budget benefit you? Be breaking it down amount as I have it, as I heard it, I've listened to it. I wanted him to conclude. Now I'm doing on the critical analyst channel. So be subscriber, most subscriber no click on notification. Me the video be tuma. Ubehu na wetimi ashebi. Uwie so I will employ you to go to the App Store, any Play Store. Wanna pan rate is the best platform ubenya. They are send this car abefie na obia any aje ohun. Now, first off, I think I want to applaud this finance minister. Me pedewa awoye na adwuma no slow but sure. On tene kasa bebre, no white kaftans, no Bible verses, ni bibia or deliver. And so far, we indices. Now, for example, Ghana says here 3 months import cover. Ne chen se pese ye krania ma sika ye be here de abunye ye san shisheni na about 3 months, which is a good sign. Your inflation about 8%, which is also good. You project this inflation be about 6% before the year ends. Your currency no sha me catch set of January 2025 now dollar near 14.7 and 10.9. So all these basic indices ne catch say economy no ejina ye. Again, another factor about kwa me hu ya what the measure economy dey be a friend of debt to GDP. Ghana debt no na 726.7 billion. Na dey be am catch ma minchirem. Your politicians omo down. Ne tie ne say most of our debt na foreign owned. And it's $1 no etiba forma. Or debt no will certainly reduce, not necessarily because what could you be do every year we service and amortize loans. So servicing loans just say be a loan no adodo dey be a wood to amortization just a wood to any year free ho. And it's an cedi no 14 ya till. Now they cut 1,000 Ghana cedis or they cut $1,000 a wood to ya. Obetua 14,700 in January and Ukotuya 10,900. So you have not necessarily done anything to reduce the debt. But you can also say that the management of the currency is as a result of the reduction in the total debt. That also is fair and it makes sense. What I say? It's not Ghana near total debt, no. As at December, now you 726.7 billion, which was 61%, 61.8% of GDP, almost 62%. Chen say, "O my boy who gain we na si enya 100 cedis a eka ye den ye ka si ye kutua ni nyere for the 62 cedis na ba kutua ka no. Na ka just 38 Ghana cedis. But na ye ka say your debt no about 630.2 billion, which is 45% of GDP. Near TNSA, or mine boy who bring we near 100 CD now. First, now, this is the 2 CD Kotuakano, yeah, the 45 CD Nekotua. That is a good measure of the economy. So, Mama, 4 indices are me see a nuntin economy, no, me Jane say, to forcing air there. And it reminds me of 2017 2019, be America almost 30 and IMF and perfect. Compared 2017-2019 figures, no. I always say this. Na catch was a CD no 14.7. I be do 10.9. Omo inflation around 26% and 8%. Debt to GDP is 61.8% of GDP. Machirem, then 45% of GDP. Import cover about 3 months. Good. Oh yeah, dear. Now, one of the major highlights I'm picking in this budget, no. Sika ye be raised this year. I so estimate this will be raised sika about 268 billion. 268 billion. And I buy estimated say then will be raising. My mama be 200 and let me just get it on my laptop for you. I buying estimate sika will be raised 268 billion. But in a mommy yam sheshe say I buy so already 268 billion. I buy so be this year. Also be 300 also be 302 billion. ana me yam hyehyeme kakra no because what to force in performance our performing is largely due to physical discipline. Yaka physical discipline that say you know say to some young money am 1,000 cedis and yes be the 2,000 cedi. Met me the 2,000 by just 1,000 a quick loan. A debt. Enti de bia na besia da manim. Enti aban say the revenue target is 268 billion. But the expenditure is 302 billion. And one of the sort so. But the interesting is say ye the 90 billion. And I heard ekotua Ghana government workers in Kwan, public sector workers. Me na me yam asma because they break into mo fencha. Mo tell me try me phone so anya say someone mo fencha me. Enya nyam na asem na eyeme. Ye the almost 34% of your total revenue ekotua Ghana workers ka. Estimation here 90 billion in salaries and compensation. 34%. Now the question I will ask is that what is the commiserating productivity from Sesikana ESPN no? Yevia eno esa to force so be kire how we can maximize because you 90 billion 34% of sky you raising in salaries in Kwa. We must get some dividend from that. Again, no, the 57 billion eco service loans, amortize loans, 13 billion ebeko goods and services. And a buying extra CAPEX net 57 billion. What CAPEX is a capital project. CAPEX now what 57 or the 30 billion kwa be kwan. Now that takes me to road. That first in the video number. May sound enough to make us an enable. A buying ebe constructed a new Accra Kumasi Expressway. Accra Kumasi Expressway. Expressway no just about 199 kilometer. Ebefa Accra. Eba kofa Eastern region or dan Asaman Kese or Fuasia Yirebi na besi Lake Bosomche na connected to Kumasi. It reduce the current road no travel time by 50 kilometers. Abayensa was starting in 2026. Again, Dr. Atoforsen say, and on Mahama ni so adi hu kese pa that big push in so. It is the most flashy program on the big push. That is the Accra Kumasi Expressway. And the video ni that's what we be no. It is estimated to cost several millions of cedis. Almost starting in 2026. Yes, just about 199 kilometers started from Accra to Kumasi. Filling stations, catering guest houses, any idea. But Osaka said the current bypasses are Ekoso, Konongo bypass, Osino bypass, and Yinem bypass. Bypass is not consequent on the existing road in Omobeye. And we praise our Bambaye as they do the expressway because they see you need kasa. It is already near Betman maintaining Kumasi and Kakra. Yate pressure na also say no you reduce travel time no to facilitate trade and commerce ebeboa because my catcher say the N6 highway which is Accra Kumasi road no is an N6 highway. It is a trans-African route. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger omo ni isi no ahanom de omo niam fa nti ebenya kwan bi a expressway betin wa fi krom ebe reduce accident ebe reduce travel time by 50 kilometers good. Meaning that we can do Accra Kumasi maximum 2 hours 30 minutes 3 hours no do. That is also in the 2026 budget. Now again osan say agenda 111 adodo na ka wura mu 2026 omube wie 10 of the agenda 111 owia sewia ebeye Eastern Ashanti Regional Hospital to say regional hospital wa Accra no enso no omubeye. Again osan say Komfoanoche maternity block no eno nso Kumasi fo obeye edi amamu. No sandi a bit by a big policy. President Mahama nkokon ketenkete no belanche na nu after so kwasere man 37 hospital. No say washamra. Emu bia Ghana SHS ni bia bedi bia no. Ene checking on bewe no. Yento ne Ghana ha. O se emu bia ye bedi ene bibia no nso no. Aban ento no Ghana hanum say. Again mesrɛ mo mehwɛ me phone so nyanya mo ho sam na yeme. Me mamu information. Again, osanse COVID-19 levy no watwam. Aban shebo say last budget no ntimi antwam because na dynamics bi wo ne ade watwam. Again, VAT so na ban reducing from 27% to 20%. Again, glad SC ade ankese ba fast talk yo manya head of finance any see allegedly etamus kana ye hu ni akosi no. Abanye twa se 200 million e ka glat aduane abusu a yesai eno agin kutuku na je negu yesai emu ebu a yesai no abanye twa 200 million Ghana cedis say quickly yefem ko shem na yetimi nkoto se enuano no emfiri wo se na enye den ensai. So all that is in the budget. Again, another highlight of the budget and it says 6 new regions, omu benya regional hospitals. Near basic 2 additional district hospitals or Bole and Shama. Miminya komu agenda 111 was our regions in Nankebia in Quebec. That is my view on it. I don't know what you think of it. Now, me ka 10 agenda 111, makasi we maka confirm another one so the secondary Takrade Metropolitan Hospital no aban beba ho. Efia kwanta obeba ho. La general so no aban beba ho. Wasan beto agri tools. Mechanizations any bibia edi ama agri sector no emo so etimi edi omudjuma. Still, it's a developing story. To me, see phones where any amount. Aban say we be so be create 800,000 new jobs. Aha, we be say to force ya. My mama me ni me sam so you go say to other na be say to work ya. Me catch the brand people start say ya create 1.2 million jobs. Mama follow my channel me fact checking no. Omu be di matem say nya no later. Educhum ebe confirm say abrante no atinchire from your kana yampa omu create on free SHS 5.7 million just 3.6 million again omu create adwuma bia 1.2 million because that's need data and check it. I will fact check at forcing or say 2026 your budget nation they are creating 800,000 jobs. He needs to tell us what type of jobs, what type of the 800,000 jobs are permanent jobs. We must know all these things. We must know all these things. So that is also very interesting coming in from the budget. Again, another point is so I'm say our budget nimno said district assembly common fund no so no omu benya more revenue. This year oktie bra Kumasi for MPs na MMDC the kwanamiti bubu a KMA revenue nya 2024 be 5 cedis a kota kra no wanye bia 10 Ghana cedis. Na say this case show mu again disability fund na district assembly common fund na 3% aban so apagem eko 5% omo beto electric wheelchairs edi ama sankrofo ni nyina omo metimi edi omudjuma. Again, women development bank no aban ofia last time we 56 million cedis ma mebusa question at least the mokaya at least omo ade bi omu do mbedi atem omu di atem and na to force aba back o say o set bank o Ghana 400 million cedis na wuhia into no dedicated 401 million cedis to fully establish a women's development bank. So that is also what is happening. Again, ma to creative art sector ni bibia no so no aban dedicated 20 million so national theater no mo be ye ni ye e wa Accra Kumasi enso benya ne own version of a national theater. So all these are developing stories are eba. Again, regional hospitals now mekan no committed 600 million Ghana cedis to the regional hospitals now. Osi wo base no. Now we committed 100 million to complete the 10 agenda one hospital no regional hospitals now agenda one is 700 million. Again, me dream say Dr. Case to force why there me pedewa on kasa basa. Ne uti wono se unya soundbite bi amfe nyina no so gidigidi sa. Or more action oriented. Again, I deba kwa mesi minya yebetwam near the be hospital management ba maka buy ntie because of they be no mu vote ntino omuntie no nursing training allowance 474 million cedis abanye twa allocate for sade no. Again, last one crown be man 2.3 billion Ghana cares. Ghana cares are non-communicable diseases yare a ensai say cancer sene ade kunku amanfo no abanya dedicated some 2.3 million some of them support Ghana's chronic like diabetes, hypertension ni ade no abanya twa we na mete and this is the brief I wanted for the 2020. So generally no me prognosis ni 2017-2019 more de say ya and IMF ana economy ni ye. We've gone to the IMF 17 times. Pick the data from May 1966. The only president among IMF a champion Kwame Nkrumah. Every other government goes to the IMF. Anytime we exit the IMF, 2019 can free atabe kenkene the party and economy nijiguye. It means that whatever measures IMF the banana it's me boy economy no. Let's stick with it. Again, me part of force and some fiscal consolidation. That gap of 268 versus 302 million about 30 billion inclusive in goods and services will come. Let's keep away see it. Again, I dare ba kwa me yam me post video ni maamo. Ye data ye beto ye ebe 64 billion. Auditor General acquire report ye what twam cross and evidence be no support about 10 billion. Why will someone get confidence in excess of about 10 billion? Say me be file ade enya no kre. Why ye bi da ene atu ama no waje kwa na. Ene obeye bio na afa ho ate ana. Ese ehwehwem. O say 8.6 billion eye metua mintu ogutu hwehwem. 40 billion billion wa confirm video ni ye the last but one video before this one. Ti betimi akohwe me de share me be wa. Why will someone get confident to submit in excess of 11 billion cedis worth of unsubstantiated claims? Document be anywhere supported. That would be my submission so far. Any others? Now maybe I'll pick it sector by sector, then I'll break it down for you on the critical analysis. Mr. Darcy, so Shaby, leave your comments in the comments. So we are not subscribed, but not click on notification. The video be tomorrow. We'll be home with my Ghana and Bye bye.